Oh, here we go. Pistol round with Vitality on the CT start here of Dust 2. Straight out the gate for NBK. Shut down immediately by Zywoo, one of the Glocks in play. 2 PG-50s out for OG, only one of which is actually on Kevlar. So raid boss for Mantu. Everybody else going to be sitting pretty for the moment. RPK faces up, takes a fight, wins out against Alexi B, and so does Zywoo. Tap onto Issa's head, doubling up, making it a triple for a quadra overall. And that's why Vitality are favored. Suter shoulder baiting with the SMG, hoping to catch something off in the mid control, expecting OG to try go for mid to be split, and they'd be kind of right about that assumption. There at CT just in case, flash in, sees what's going on, and Suter doesn't want to wait any longer. Take that frag back for NBK with the Tech 9, turns it around for 2 decent frags, on for his third. Zywoo will get tagged, but he does much more damage back to the T side member. Gotta grab that bomb, gotta push it up into the B site now. Shox is holding with the back lines here in the Fama. Behind the big boxes, in fact, a bit more of an advanced angle. Gonna have to wait and bait for teammates to come do. The rotations will be very slow for Vitality, so it might be all on him to hold it down. Gotta get the kill on upon Planter, swing out, take damage onto the first, kills off the second, eventually finish the job on Valde, and now gets onto advantage. Oh, he's on for his triple, gets it in the end. NBK will take him back, but that's allowed plenty of time for rotations to come back here. 5 seconds, the bomb gets tapped. Zywoo's going in with the pistol. Position Alexi B dives down into the CT spawn, actually. Clears down the flank position, they're not ready for it. Takes a frag as a result. Still the SMG from Asuta holds the face, and Shox with the AWP gets a 2K. Drops that bomb. Player out of tunnels could be a bit of a risk, but Alexi B is known, and Shox is watching him to try and back up his position. Issa going to make some noise. Flash over. Orb evades it. Continues to look back and forth, trying to check out the position. RPK now facing, going to come in for the flank position, but Issa grabs that bomb and gets the kill on Shox, and Alexi B. Fama, oh sorry, AUG, I should say, back over towards this cubby corner position. Flashback to Vader, they're going to check in. No, they won't. He takes those 2 frags, still gets the headshot on the man in front. And a double up to make a 2-for-1 trade happen. Vitality can get set up for the retake.
Jeez, what a hold coming out from Masuda. He's the only player at B. The rotate still takes some time, but he's able to get a couple of kills. And now this is very winnable out from Vitality. More post-plant util coming through from OG, smoke off the upper tunnels, couple more flashes in play, and they're actually going to only leave a single player of Zywoo to come in from the backstab through the tunnels. The rest coming out from mid.
Flash over. Two up on the window, trying to check out position. Couple kills coming in for RPK instead. Second man left alone, lines up 2 players. Third man peeks in, but Shox jumping around with the SMG. But so far in this round, seems to be a little bit more careful past the mid doors.
Very silent from OG2. Flash coming in. Shox actually turning away from the flash, but it's the C set up close from MPK to find the first pick, and the charge continues into the B side. Another kill coming in from MPK. Apex struggling with the spray, only gets a couple of kills. OG at the advantage, now getting the post plant in. To think about, right, in the play-ins, every time in a best of 3 the OG picked a certain map, they actually ended up losing it. We saw
Issa being entry here for this one. Utility out of the long house. 1 kill comes in for Shox. That Deagle does well enough. Sees Alexi B past the smoke as a tag in. And they're all distracted here towards the short position. So MBK can swing back, get a frag to return. 4 versus 4 burst. Back fall, they find a secondary kill. RPK goes down next up. CTC into the edge of the smoke. Apex makes a small mistake, and that will cost them 4 versus 2. Shox, however, turns it around with 2 and 3. He gets traded back by Alexi B, so it's all Zywoo to the clutch.
USP out. Oh, he's seen him. He's seen him, and he taps up with the USP. What a roundup.
Heads up from the CT side. Doesn't do any damage to Alexi. OG focusing on the long control, and the AWP almost lines up 2. Only gets that 1 frag. MBK can trade it. Smoke down on Valde, siphons off the short position. Masuta still gets Mantu, and Shox reads that player towards mid. Up though, so Masuta can't quite find the angle of attack. Valde back behind the big box. MBK with a face in, takes 1, and Valde cleans up the last player of Shox. Maybe whether it was Zywoo with the scout that got the attack. Or maybe Apex as well. Some both players on the scouts at this stage. RPK gets that back with Valde. Back in for a second. No, Alexi B shuts it back down with the AK. They maintain 4v4 for the moment here. The AWP back in for Mantu, getting caught off guard as he can't quite land that shot here. Both scouts again facing against the sniper battle, and they actually win it out. Alexi B drops. That's bomb information game by Vitality, rotations inbound. T-side fighting, and still Apex wins the fight. 3 kills to his name. Can't quite land the quadra, but that's what Zywoo's there for here. Backed up by also teammates coming on the pistols.
29 points of health, almost anticipating that there's going to be a player behind him. Now he's got the time to work with. Does he just try and back off? No, instead he looks to try and take the fight. ZywOo.
And towards the mid control, smoke down. Spray still in the SMG, can't have any frags or tags. Instead it's Masuta with that one kill inadvertently lining up on MBK. Apex takes his chance to capitalize on the damage, and now it's him on the side defensive. Masuta goes dropping next, but Apex still lands the headshots. Back in for a second, tap up on Mantu. The PC-50's enough to finish off the job, and that's exactly what he does. 3K for the scout. So for OG, it's about closing the gap, and you know, damage being done. Not going to be good enough. They need to get good executions, much like that last round. Flashes in, Apex turns away from it, gets that first kill. Alexi B can respond. Masuta pushes forward of the smoke, and to his detriment, Valde comes up with that kill, and Shox now on platform here with the AWP, but ZywOo comes in to support, spamming through the smoke, takes down Alexi B, and now the bomb's close towards the side. Shox has no idea of it, will get positioned out, or out positioned right there to the T-side line, so it's all left to ZywOo. Gets his second kill, the smoke starts to fade, but
maybe a bit of a bait on one another, that one swings out while the other one stays hidden. ZywOo getting absolutely no information. Issa with the swing, gets a 5th round up for OG. Shox at a...
Taps through on the AK, AWP. Oh, what a shot from Shox, but it doesn't last much longer. Valde comes up with that kill. One more player makes his way up and out, straight through the street. Not connect the kill to either of them. Issa holds the line and gets a double up as RPK is traded. ZywOo going for the Kelly. He does not connect it of his own right. 3-on-2 situation for Vitality for the retake. OG are at the advantage. Are they going to move the Masuta up? Yes, they will, and they'll pay for it. And the jump face from ZywOo attempted one more time.
Almost backing off from short, maybe faking out a bit of a double pump, but 40 seconds on the clock, an aggressive move comes through. I don't think they know about ZywOo. The 5-7 looking to try and line him up. One kill goes out for him, and now it's down to RPK on the side to try and defend.
Eagle up. 2 taps, takes out Alexi, gets MBK as well. Issa will drop him, and now the SMG of Shox is left to defend it here. The only automatic they have left. Apex closing in the back here from the short control. Bomb plant on default means that he can't deny it on Issa. Scout will be watching as the smoke goes down. AK moves up and it tries to back off to a much more passive position with hard cover. Apex takes out Valde though, popping off here in this game with that scout in play. And Shox takes the final frag on Issa to take a 9th for Vitality.
He's going to be smoked. No way that he can try and do anything unless he pushes forward.
Issa sees 2, taps through, Masuta comes up with his kills. Issa with a double up, however, lines up those headshots. MBK and Valde find 2 of their own right. Coming in from the mid control, suddenly Apex stands alone in a 1 versus 3. Takes face, takes fight, and Mantu closes it down. And OG do win the pistol of the C2, tapping his way through, hoping to catch some sort of tag or kill. Can't quite get RPK, that's what the HE for Issa is there for. And it looks like despite Mantu's low HP numbers, the C2 should be able to clean up against these pistols pretty easy. Valde gets 2 out towards the long control, and ZywOo and Masuta are the last 2 standing.
Yeah, quite a lot of damage done to Valde and Mantu, but not quite enough to be able to get them leading in towards the T-side favour. ZywOo and Masuta just trying to see what more damage they can do. The AK being dropped just outside of the longhouse, so I don't think that'll be retrievable for ZywOo unless he actually takes a wide swing out. Ooh, taking a lot of damage. MP9 cleans up. That's the bomb gets dropped. Nice shot coming out from ZywOo. One more player from long to deal with. Okay, 2 kills and now the AK picked up. I don't want to say this is winnable, but it's certainly possible to do more damage.
3rd kill would be nice if he can isolate Issa down. AK standing, but he's not checking the right position. He had a good read on when Masuta, Issa was, I should say.
Still on reposition.
Here towards CT scene, a gun barrel scene, a foot leaning out. We'll just use his spray to try to direct him out of position. That nade does damage. He gets the kill on Shox and drops the bomb. However, the B defensive, the only player left there in MBK has fallen. 2-for-1 trade. The CTs will be able to maintain control. Vitality will have that bomb plant in here.
From lower tunnels, though.
AK leaning up, straight through Apex gets Mantu. RPK follows suit. Alexi B with the trade. Apex now last man standing, but Apex on the bomb, completely covered off from this mid control. The volley is going to come in ahead too late, a lot too late actually. Doesn't even land on challenge.
Bit of spam coming through onto ZywOo with the nade. Fast up contact towards the A site. RPK is going to be able to get that first pick. Issa finds a bit of a trade. They've got the bomb crossed over. A chance for a bomb plant now.
Down on default, 4 versus 4. Vitality can achieve that much here. Did the nade send the rifle back towards one player? I don't know if it did. Either way, Apex is going to go down, so he drops the AK and the rifle does not stay in play. Masuta also out of position. ZywOo comes up with his Deagle, now grabs an M4 to work with. Not the ideal weapon for this, but he'll still try and face the CTs with a more automatic position than the hand cannon. Dink down on one player, Shox goes falling, all on ZywOo. It's a clutch shit. He lines up two, only gets the one frag though. Time's ticking, down on default, finds the second and the third! And the HP numbers hurt them. Oh, right, two boosted up over to the short control though. Shox better be careful. Pressure aggressive, boosted up, seeing those two, takes down the one. Issa to fall, volley. Sorry, Mantu, I should say, will just grab that AWP and fall back with it.
Yeah, look, at least they recover the AWP, but just a great start coming out from Shox. Knowing that AWP's probably recovered, and just Alexibi so blind out from long. ZywOo now connects with the AWP. Valde and MPK, the last couple left, and they've just got to try and recover, well, at least hold on to this AK. Maybe MPK can try and pick up one of the weapons that got dropped over from short, but it's going to be tough. Oh, that USP only landing a dink. No connection continuing to go forward. Vitality taking their 12th with looking like.
Back out towards the pit position, and rather than just build their own economy than crippled OGs. For the executions once they establish it. Contested towards long this time by one player of Volve. Flashes over, he's holding him hit alone. The Molotov will try driving back. He's gonna force forward and not catch RPK. Completely blind. Apex turns that kill up on the second man of Issa, and Mantu falls to RPK for his double up frag. So 4 casualties as Masuta chimes in out towards the mid control, and Shox is left alone in a one. MBK I should say is left alone in a 1 versus 4. All the way back at the B-bomb site, and, well, this is a 13 for Vitality. That quick and that easy. And that's the excellence we were talking about in the pregame, you know?
Yeah. That's something, the X factor.
Hearing several footsteps as now the challenge from short comes in from Apex, and he draws all their attention away from long. Now Shox can look to act. He's on but 3 kills. They have no idea. They're about to line up for him. He taps through the first man. Eventually lines up that second. Apex gets the third in turn, and now it's all left to the player at the elevator position, dealt with by Apex all the time.
For ZywOo, finally connecting out from the mid doors.
Hunting for that all half so far, and he's finally got it. Well done. And you can see how passive this has gone as a result of this. Smokes down towards the B doors coming in. They're just trying to get out of dodge here, trying to get aggressive in towards the big box position, but overwhelmed by Shox's Tech 9 and 24 to go for the retake. Why bother? It's Vitality. Save the weapons, try play for overtime, because that's your best bet from here, and I think they realise that as well. 15 to the board of the T side.
RPK maybe trying to wait for his teammate of Masuda to drop down towards suicide, maybe wait for that smoke to start to plume. Ooh, doesn't actually land that frag. This is a really decent job for the CTs just trying to stay alive. Only 2 players managed to do so. So, really nice peek from Masuda. He could actually be lining up one of the cross smokes from the back right corner. Vitality flash over the top, trying to draw the CTs forward. Good trades to start off. Man advantage found by the T side.
Hotov on the car position, bomb passed off to Masuta. 50 seconds as the 2 casualties have come in for the CT side, only 1 trade. Mantu checking out mid position, but should see nothing. Issa, meanwhile, will see everything. All that Vitality have to throw at them. That HE landing out in the open doesn't do any damage whatsoever. Continues to hold face, hoping for something back here, some sort of contact, some sort of kill, some sort of way in. The Molotov drives him away, though. They clear out Gandalf, and now it's retake mode. The last retake for OG.
So much util as well for this T side. They've already put a molly down. They've got another smoke to work with and a couple of flashes. MPK and Issa trying to come through from the city spawn. Mantu as well out from short. Vitality have even smoked him off. They're just buying time at this point.
Straight in, 2 kills for Shox and Apex. Issa has no chance of this one. He goes down to the IGL with 2 kills to his name and 16-11 for Vitality. As they look to 2-0 this series, And Shox will start leaning up with the Glock here, looking to enter into the A play. There's one player in the back of the site, that's Issa, with 1 headshot and no more than that. Alexibi will chime in, but he's also going to get dealt with. So 2-for-2 trade, 3v3 retake.
Over towards the ramp entrance, Navira, the late lurk out from lobby. Good shot comes in from Valde. An opportunity for ZywOo and Navira to try and work together. Bait play coming through from behind, and now Mantu's the last one left to try and clutch together. 1 versus 2. Coming out from decontamination, while doesn't have a kit in play, just the armor and the USP. Looking up towards the left side and right side entrance. Good tap comes onto ZywOo. Gonna try and pretend that he's sticking the bomb. Try and draw him out to the open. Navira just not peeking. Super well played here out from observation. Finally, the tap comes through, but
M4 ready to fall right back here. T-side plays big player without they take some damage, or could spray costing their lives as 2 kills come in for the T's and they make their way down ramp.
This is looking very promising out for Vitality. Oh, the lurk, though, on top of Heart is dealt with from Shock, so it goes back to the 3 versus 3. Bomb is not yet planted for Vitality, but they have been able to pick up a couple of weapons, and now Apex finds one himself.
Sees them making their way away. Bomb out in the open. Apex is trying to deny this retake from here. ZywOo with his deagle up. Tries to line up the shots here. Forced on the reload. Now that's where the chance could swing for his teammate. Apex will only get damage done. And Issa can take the kill back. The bomb plant will be defused here by OG.
Look like they want to try and swing in towards main. Only a tag onto ZywOo. Alexi B now looking to try and swing out from main. Even with the flash blinds himself, but still gets the one-on-one trade. Oh, what was that from ZywOo? Okay, that is one hell of a shot. Well, that's where at least the T side are waiting for him. MPK starting to come up, and there it is. That's that peek out from Secret. All down to RPK now. 1 versus 3. They know exactly where he is. Does isolate that first pick to the Heaven player, but needs to deal with the player on the floor. RPK now in a very winnable position. 1 versus 1, and the bomb plan's coming in.
42 HP from them. Needs that tap towards Valde. Nade up to the back line. Is that going to catch him? No, he gets out of dodge. Does more damage, but Valde shuts him down. Grabs that orb. B bomb site. Will try and nade back and try to force them away. Bit of an awkward nade, all things considered. Smokes down. AK in. Takes man to here towards the decon door alongside one of the other M4s. Can't quite find those frags. Lexi goes down. Volley there with the trade on the Veris part. Bottom drop there on a site. 3v3, make it 2-1. As Shocks and RPK find their players. And Issa left alone. The door's been opened. You can sneak forward. Look for heads. Miss the player in the back lines. Does not see that bomb. Realizes it's got to have been picked up and pushed back there behind this thing itself. Sees the gun barrel. Waits. Taps. Sees that kill. Sees that second head. But doesn't win it on ZywOo. Smokes on as the AK as ZywOo moves up. Nevera up towards this hut position. Sees one NBK with a dome down.
A couple of players trying to get in towards that hell position now. Issa is sort of at least pre-aiming that angle. Oh, even gets the pick onto Apex. There is a bit of a trade back, which is now going to force Vitality to dip into that lower bomb site. But there is a lot of CT presence here.
So it all comes up to his position and this next engagement here. 15 seconds. Flashbang evaded. Nade up from the back of the squeak door, dropping in. NBK gets one. Can't land a second. Shocks makes it a double. But now 1v2 retake for him.
A hot position. Trying to hope that the Heaven player runs out, hearing the player coming up for the vents, flashed over the top. Shocks would have been seen by the Rafters player or not. Still connects onto the shot, 9 HP. The spam's trying to come through. Valde gets close to connecting, and now a chance, well, I would say to stick the bomb, but he's got no kit, Jade. That's the big problem here. He's trying to force Shocks out to the open, and I don't think there's time for it. He's going to have to back off. Just hold on to the AK. What a round to come through from Shocks.
That's a decent start of his own, right? Bomb plant can be secured, open for the double doors. And a retake then into Vitality. OG managed to isolate and actually overwhelm with the pistol numbers. ZywOo and Nevera caught off guard. RPK trying to hold on. Shocks has to trace together. Makes it a kill for Apex as well. And NBK left alone in a 1 versus 2. And OG almost got it together against Vitality. Last player. Oh, Shocks! Up Heaven. Oh, what a flip from Man 2. Can't make it 2 though. Smoke back to the left-hand side. Hands the man advantage for OG. A player pushed up so close towards him. Oh! Point blank connects to Apex. Caught off guard, but still a jump for it. 2 frags untraded, leading towards the outside. Oh, Man 2! 4 kills. RPK is now alone. NBK will clean him up. What an all play for.
Maybe try and get the wrap into Heaven. A lot of players in secret, but just that single lurk in Nevera. Made MVP for Man 2. Could be on for another one, and he does. Gets the advantage back over for his team, but Nevera finds the trade.
Vitality keeping pace. OG moving up. Nevera on the rafters here. Gets caught off by Valde. Apex standing alone. Man 2 with the AWP downstairs in the vents. The bomb plant can be received. He knows that Valde can only press forward from the Heaven control. He's got to drop down, give some information, but he suspects him to still be in Heaven as opposed to the other side of the rafters. So,
man advantage up for the CT side. Valde's now starting to hit quite a lot.
Gets caught off guard, looking the wrong way, trying to play anti-flash, but constantly checking the observation window. Man 2 with his AWP in. Did he see that player in the gap? I don't think he does. No. RPK holds NBK. Man 2 going to get dealt with. Alexi B comes in to back up his AWPer, so he keeps things together in a 3-on-2 scenario for the CT side. ZywOo backed up Apex and the double doors can contest from the observation window. Might have to rely on ZywOo to play anchor as Apex takes the front face. He's going to be the player at Decon there to see what's going on here. Can't open up the squeaky door just yet. Two players make their way down, tap on the bomb. Swinging a hit from ZywOo. Oh! He gets them both. And Apex closes out to the other side of the site to claim 7 and defend the lead here for Vitality. And does strike on man to shut him down immediately because they realise how dangerous he can be. Meanwhile, outside control established by RPK. Nicely outside. He's looking in for the squeak door and LexiP had no idea. Exposed to that position as he overextends, gets the kill and falls right back. Vitality getting these 2 kills, being completely unscathed here. Issa will find 1 trade back, but the AWP of ZywOo is so ready for him to peek again. Gets 3. And Valde, well, he will find 1 to respond, but now they can adjust against him. Even ZywOo just shuts him down with the AWP pick. Leads the charge. Tag up on Navera could hurt them. Apex is also pretty low. Flash in smoke down, sprays through awkward. You catch Valde. Navera somehow staying alive, but the same can't be said for Apex. Issa takes him, and ZywOo follows suit back on LexiP. 3 versus 3. CT is crawling around the position here at Decon, and they deny the bomb plant. They'll spray through back on the one RPK. He gets that kill to return fire and gain the man advantage for the T side. Is still lurking in the smoke that peeks out. Sees 2, gets them both, and now can sit the defuse as man 2 gets ZywOo initially.
Made smoke now starting to go down to get them more presence. That's going to try and lock out ZywOo as MBK just comes flying into the smoke.
2 kills on him. RPK finds 1 trade. Shox desperate to get a headshot. Only gets the tags from heaven and goes down for it. Navera, last man left here. 1 versus 4. 1 point of health. Yeah, well.
Oh, what a beautiful pistol round from OG. Great timing, right? And even Navera getting hunted him.
His way downstairs. This could be a very interesting dynamic to this. Essentially running into the stack here of the Vitality side. Upgrade pistols in tow. Aren't for sport. RPK gets a LexiP, not ready for that one. Now here they act. 2-2 traders, Valde and man 2 tries to hold control. They do isolate the players back here. They don't get shots though. 2 kills for him. Valde makes it 2 of his own, and the scouts all that remains. Apex dink down. 20 seconds. Molotov drives him away from the left-hand door. And Valde expects him to peek in from the right. Will plant down for Toxic. Try and force Apex forward, try and get a quadra to make sure he maintains control. He has no idea. Apex, oh no! Up towards the rafters, stuck right past him, and he gets that kill just about in the end. OG not happy with that. Got to press forward with it regardless though. Apex unfortunately can't run up the headshots to capitalize on the kills. That Molotov may burn several players close to death. At least the LexiP will be on 33 and NBK will pull to the AUG. Does take a headshot back to the smoke. Shox can turn it back to a 4 versus 3. AWP back towards Decon, dealt with by ZywOo's AWP instead. And now 2 standing for the OG side. Doesn't land that player past the smoke itself. Valde watching and waiting and moving up with the AK. 1 player close. Sprays awkward. Connects it on the first man, but not the second, as it's a fold in the interim is Vitality. Yeah, CZs, P250s, Mac-10 and Galil, by comparison to what Vitality have, it's not fun. They're going to have to go fast towards this one and trust if they can shut them down. RPK gets that first kill. Issa can trade it. Nade up to the rafters. Will bounce back towards the default plant position. Valde will get tagged up. And ZywOo lands on the LexiP. Nice and easy for him. MBK alone here towards Squeak Door. Will find only 1 frag for his trouble. OG can be happy with the bomb plant, but there was a force by.
The way in which they were able to take control late in the second half. Oh, again.
Not a great nade from Vitality. We talked about OG's nade placement. Well, Vitality are doing them 1 better, it seems. Only a handful of rounds for this one and landed 4 HEs on center of mass. Navera and RPK locking down the defensive. ZywOo gets involved in the last frag, and that is a clean-up. Time's running up. All players are unscathed. No reason to play scared in this one. Just go confident against Vitality. 3 players to the side. Walk in. Shox takes that 1 frag. Navera lines up 2. And Shox gets 2 of his own. Looks back towards heaven. And makes it a triple on 1 HP. Smokes down on cross. 2 T-side players make their way out. ZywOo with the AWP in. Hoping a blind fire. He got close a couple of times. He tried that in the previous rounds, but not to be this time. It's Issa with his deagle down on Apex. Edge of the smoke, catching off that secondary kill. And now that's 2 found for OG. They make their way onto the B site. Shox is alone. Are they going to check rafters this time? LexiP gets caught upstairs. ZywOo draws the attention away. It's easy for Shox. NBK finds 1 response, but now he's sandwiched between the 2 remaining CTs. 1 from Vents, 1 from Ram. And it goes down towards Vents. RPK with the kill, and a 13th down. OG are unable to get some pretty basic kills against them. They are pressing towards outside. Look at how Apex wants to go. He gets a kill on Issa. How is he allowed that? Oh, ZywOo catches a small pixel on Mantu as well. Shooting down MBK next to go out. Shox wins against Alexi B. Valde.
Every time we see another round and another good round for Vitality, it just feels like OG are just getting...
Utility coming down to try something against some more map control, but the T's are pressing in against him now.
Yeah, they're all stuck out from Garage, and it's a one-for-one trade to start it off, but there's a lot of information going forward for the CTs of what the play is. ZywOo tagged incredibly low. A chance maybe for OG to start the lurk out towards the top side. That's what Valde's doing, trying to get out of Squeaky.
AK of Valde squeaking up, creeping up, getting out of Squeaky to creep up and get this kill on Navira. But ZywOo strikes back on Alexi B, dealt with by NBK. And now it's 1v3 for Apex. Back down in the B site, just opting to not even bother with this one. OG coming back in full control now. And Vitality wondering what to do now. Now they're the ones that try to figure out how to break them consistently every single time. Gap in them though. Navera pushes forward. Okay, this will get real interesting. Tapped up, sprayed through. Issa takes him down. Plenty more CTs towards the outside though to deal with. And NBK deals with them in hole. Not worrying about any CT forces. And they will have this map. Then we will be off to overpass. As Shox loses that A.
Or bomb site outside of Apex, no one in rotating positions. They try and come in from ramp, but as soon as that util goes down, they just go, nah, let's just save. ZywOo gets a bit of a exit kill, but they need to hold on to all of these weapons, and Shox falls. That can certainly make a difference going forward. One of the three were put to get a ramp take.
That might be the call here. It's all going to rest on ZywOo as a result. That AWP lines up the collapse, and Navira cleans up Alexi. Valde and NBK have the rug pulled out from underneath their feet. 30 seconds to recover this against Vitality, and Valde's going down. NBK got the bomb on his back to 1v5, but it's calling for overtime. Vitality are calling for more rounds. Nuke will not stop here. OG are going to have to fight for their lives just a little bit longer as Team Vitality take us the full distance.
For execution and go ramp in that last round. Resmoke out from Squeaky, but someone's already got out from there.
IPK up in the rafters, flashed in, keeps him blind. The engagement invades on Navira, almost taking him down. Eventually they do get that kill. RPK in position though, checked out, sprayed through, they take him down. Shox can find a response here, but needs to find a bit more. NBK takes him down before he can do. Apex drops that bomb, allows ZywOo to rotate into the back of the site. 1v3, connects on his first man, flash out. The bomb still here towards the A play. A wraparound's coming in from Valde. And they've got to slow this one the hell down. ZywOo's burning as well. The AKs could still win this fight if they can just get the first shot off against the big green gun. And time is a-ticking. They're going to rest so heavily on this backstab.
Yeah, it comes down to a matter of timing. If ZywOo checks it, and he doesn't at all. We saw that for a moment. He was actually...
Nobody will be seen. Diagonal smokes up for standard. Flashes go over. Shox repositions to get on top of the boxes and try hunt here. Top of the garage area. Sees two. Takes out only one. Almost thought that was the collateral, but no. Apex closes in on Mantu back towards the T-spawn. He's managed to get his way all the way behind the OG side, so they've got no more access towards the lobby control for all intents and purposes.
I can't believe Apex is in T-spawn right now and even wins another fight onto Izza. So much damage coming through from Vitality. And now Valde and Alexi B need to bring back a 2v5. There's another player now on Team Roof. This is ZywOo trying to say, oh, you know what? I kind of want to get a little bit more involved on the action. They know that they've got bomb control. Alexi B's trying to wait for an aggressive peek. Valde now falls. What a round for Vitality. They're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere.
One great site take followed up by two confident rounds where no players with Vitality fall. Alexi B will try and get some trades together, but realistically he's fighting a losing battle. Gets that one frag, and at this point, so long as one CT player stays alive in the back line, then we're going to be fine here, and indeed we are. 17s come back together and try and win it here on the CT side. And look at Vitality, look at how quick they want to go. More pin, but Zaiwu watching for position, and RPK isolates Issa, overextends, gives up the ghost. That incendiary misses as well. And the CTs can't stall Vitality from here. Shock's waiting towards outside for someone to peek him. And Vitality in the lobby control, they go quiet.
Yeah, it's a great start coming out for Shocks to find that opening man advantage. And now, you just kind of wonder here, what do OG do? Like, to find the advantage back, do they start to maybe push forward and get a little bit more aggro? MBK start to get a bit of information out from Squeaky. Ooh, bad main smoke, actually.
Not going to capitalize on it though. MBK here's them rotating back down towards the B-bomb site. Here they come. RPK gets Valdez. Zaiwu can't take the kill as RPK steals it with a triple of his own. And upstairs, Shots cleans up 2 more. Towards the outside, but they're going to go play fast inland, it seems. Well, actually going to play on the silent position, go towards the outside mini area. Let's see what just against him. They're dropping straight in against Man. He gets that 1 kill, Man 2 falls.
Oh!
RPK doubles up. And he just gets the kill. 1 player in the backside. NBK lines up 2, only gets 1. So now it's all Valde. 1v3 to clutch and save OG. And it's not going to happen. Nefera gets that kill, and Vitality take it 2-0.